Good day, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you've had a good week so far. It's been a pretty beautiful weather out here for the last few days. Today, I'd like to go on about the marketing and what Verified Services does differently from other mediums of marketing and advertising. And not marketing, I mean advertising. So I'd like to break it down to two things again: is your direct sales versus your networking sales. The one thing Verified Services likes to do is we like to create networks of like-minded businesses who want to promote each other through a platform such as Verified Services to create a better network with the public of good service. So I want to address today direct sales versus networking sales. As discussed in an earlier video, every business should have a budget for marketing, or for advertising. I need to separate those two. So you need to have a budget for your advertising, which again is between 4 and 12%. How you spend your money and on what mediums is up to you. But let me go through something with you. A few years ago, I read up some work and some studies on advertising and the impact of a branded vehicle. Now, depending on the population quota or the population amount of people within a certain geographic route, such as Durban, 2 sign-written vehicles, and that's with branding on it, your signage, your logo, how to contact anything. 2 vehicles that travel between 100 and 150 kilometers per day will have approximately 3,000 people look at your 2 vans. So it's 1,500 people per van. That gives you an idea of how to carry on with your promotion, how to carry on with people being aware of your business. The more vehicles you have and the more they're branded, the better the effect is. So 2 sign-written vehicles traveling between 100 to 150 kilometers per day will give you about 3,000 eyeballs looking at your van. It's quite significant. Then we've got the internet. So now a lot of people will try and sell you a website. Now the challenge with websites is that it's absolutely useless unless you're on page 1 or page 2. From page 3, something like 75% of people don't scroll down past page 3. So if you're not on page 1 or page 2, the chance of people actually looking to websites are null, or almost null. So how do you promote your website? Well, it's your domain. If you can get a domain that's easy to find. So like one of my domains was treefellingdurban.co.za. So the domain area was Durban. That becomes part of the search function. The activity, the search function of where the area is. And then when people go into Google and they type in Treefelling Durban, they would find the domain. So you try and get the domain. The other option is AdWords. Now this is a cost and it's an auction. I don't know if anybody's, I have never used AdWords. I don't know if you know how it is, but it's actually an auction. So you offer to pay a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time on the search words, and if your competitor offers more money, they go above you. So I'm not a big fan of AdWords, but it's relatively effective. Your wording in your website. You need to have between 1,000 to 1,500 words approximately, with the search functions that are key to where you work and the services you offer. So once again, for Durban, you work in the Durban, Hillcrest, Umhlanga Rocks, Durban North area. You got to incorporate those words into it because the Google bots go through the words. And don't forget, don't have a gallery, but don't think having hundreds of photos in your gallery is going to help. Photos, from my understanding, again, can't be coded. So you can't find photos. So you need to have your wording right, you need to have your domain right. You either stick with the domain of the business and you promote your business as much as possible, and that's how it is. Social media and Facebook, Instagram, etc. Your post, your advertising, your direct sales is very much linked to either your page or your business page and the amount of shares people do. So you have to ask your friends to share your post. They must like your page and share your post. That's how you get extra cover. But that's possibly one step spreading. So you put the post, your friend takes it, they share it, and that's pretty much where it ends. So social media relies heavily on sharing. Unless you have some really good content that goes to organic growth, as in lots of people see a tree falling on top of a house, a plumber getting stuck in a toilet, which is funny and humorous. Generally, it won't go much further than that. Your business page is also very much the same thing, except now you have an extra added feature, which is a boosting, which is you pay for it, which is very similar to your AdWords. Now the thing with boosting is this all works in algorithms. So the more money you spend, the more the algorithm works in your favor. If you've got 1,000 friends and you share a post, very often not all 1,000 friends will see it, especially through a business page, because Facebook makes its money off advertising. That's how they create the income. So it's not in their best interest to have all the posts going out all the time. So again, your boosting is just AdWords for Google, it's boosting for Facebook, it's paid advertising. Your online directories is effective, but the issue I always have with the online directory is if my website is listed before your online directory, why do I advertise with you? What is the point? And that's always been my question. So I used to get a lot of calls from online directories saying, oh, come and list on our page. I would then go and look at their online directories and see if they pay for boosts within each category. So online directory covers 20 services. Do they pay for AdWords within each of those 20 services to boost their online directory to get you more cover? And very often not. The other problem I had with online directories was the fact that who you're quoting against. So you'd have 5 or 6, 7 companies all within a certain career path, plumbers, tree fellers, garden services, but you don't know what you're quoting against. Very often you don't know if they've got their workman's comp, their insurance, all those sort of documents in place that you possibly do have. So that was the issue. So you're competing not like for like again. You're competing against people who don't fulfill the same criteria as you. And there's a very grey area a lot of people don't really understand and hasn't gotten explained to a lot of people is your backlinks. How do you drive your site, your website if you have one, not through Google, i.e. through backlinks? So if you do any of these things in your social media or even your online directories, you need to put your website into it so people can click on the website and come through a different portal. So it's not directing through Google, the Google portal. It's coming through a backlink. Those help your website quite significantly. So direct sales relies on these 6 basic areas to get you into your target market. Is your advertising budget, your print media, etc., your sign writing, your internet, your social media, online, and backlinks. If you're not optimizing those areas, you're going to have less impact on your advertising. Now, networking sales. So again, I don't say stop advertising. I say you can decrease your budget on your advertising if you go into a network sales mindset. So instead of spending 12% on your marketing, you can now drop to 8%. If your 4% is your minimum, stick to 4%. Now it goes to reason that through networking, what we do, network marketing, is we brand like-minded companies with the verified services vehicle, the logo. So now it goes to reason. If you have 2 vehicles and you own 2 vehicles within your company, you've got 3,000 eyeballs. What happens when you've got 10 vehicles? When you're leveraging your marketing through a brand of verified services across 10 vehicles. So you take your network and you are a plumbing service. Now you've got your friends, a garden service, you've got a building contractor, you've got a glassing contractor, you've got a kitchen contractor, and each of these businesses has 2 vehicles, and you all operate within the verified services brand parameters, and we brand all those vehicles. Suddenly now, your marketing has gone from 2 vehicles to 10 vehicles, to 10 companies with 2 vans each. So do the math. You now got 30,000 plus people looking at the verified services brand. So you're reinforcing what verified services is because it goes along with another brand. So it increases the branding, it increases the uptake. Okay, so on the internet, verified services is a specific search. It goes to its own page. So when a client sees several vehicles on the road with a verified services logo, because it says what it is, which is a verified services, and they type in verified services, it goes directly to our website. And currently, at the last look, I was on the first page, if not number one, on the Google search function for verified services. The Facebook page is there, and the website is there. Now, through social media, you've got to boost your page. So what we do with verified services, I've got several different pages. I've got the home page, which is where you're looking at this video at the moment. We've got provincial advertising pages. So we've got verified services KZN, verified services in different provinces around Natal. And coming soon will be a coaching page, and this will be for members only. The coaching page will be done where I will pose questions once a week, and we will address subjects from a coaching perspective and how to get a better share of the market, how to improve your services, and just overall business coaching. So we have several pages covered. Brand boosting. The nice thing about verified services is I will pay for the boosting of verified services. So I can put more money from the fees collected. I can put more money into the boosting page on a national platform instead of individual pages. And what it does is it boosts everybody within the different platforms. I can also use targeted boosting for regions through each of the verified services pages in KZN, Western Cape, and those areas. And again, the coaching page is only for members. Online directories. Verified services is a marketing tool. If VS is searched, you'll find it. Backlinks. There is a process which we've created within verified services on submitting your quotes. More often than not, people just write the quote, put it as an attachment, send to the client. Dear Mr. So-so, thank you for giving us the opportunity to quote. Please see the quote attached. If you have any further inquiries, please come back to us and feel free to ask. It's quite a normal thing. But what you should be doing on those letters, on that opening letter with the attachment being the quote, you should type in your email address. Please go to my site and have a look at our site for previous work done. Please go to my Facebook page and like my Facebook page. Every time they click on that, that creates a backlink. That helps to motivate and helps to promote your site through your website process. So those are the two differences between network sales and direct sales. Direct sales is something you've got to continually do and kind of rely on other people to do. They've got to share the post, they've got to do it. Networking sales is creating a network of like-minded businesses who all promote the same verified services brand and the same process that they run a legitimate business. And hence doing that creates a bigger network where the consumer knows where to go to look for verified services. So that's the difference between direct sales and networking sales. And yeah, give it some thought. Go to www.verifiedservice.co.za, sign in, register, and we'll take it from there. Hope you have a great week. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.